Hi guys, welcome back to Griffin's Gaming Guides. Today we're going to review the brand new F1 2020. Now Codemasters' annual F1 release has arrived, and this iteration is the most complete F1 game Codemasters has ever made and enters the RPG territory by bringing in a new game mode called My Team. Also returning to F1 is the F2 feeder series, but this time round, rather than just the 3-race taster which leads you into your F1 career, you can complete a full or short F2 series, or even skip straight into F1 for those who are not too bothered by the F2 series. The ability to choose the length of your F2 series has also been implemented in your F1 career, where you can take part in an entire 22 race calendar or do smaller 16 or 10 race calendar events, giving you a lot more freedom and flexibility than you've had in any previous iteration of the F1 series. Returning players will know by now that this game offers them the chance to play as the latest drivers racing at all of the circuits on the F1 calendar. 2020 includes 2 new race venues, which are Vietnam and Holland. Classic cars make a welcome return, but some classic circuits would have been a great addition, as no classic circuit has made an appearance since 2013, and what better way to drive a classic car than around a classic circuit just to get that nostalgic feeling. I think they missed a bit of a trick there. Now, visually, this game is absolutely spot on, with accurately recreated race circuits and amazing attention to detail has been put into making sure the cars fit in place on the racetrack and, say, react to the night lights that appear in the Singapore Grand Prix, for example. Or when the sun hits the car at just the right angle, it kind of glints off. It looks absolutely beautiful. If you're on a wet circuit, you can see the car going through the water that's on the track. It all bounces off, runs down your visor. It looks absolutely fantastic. And even though each F1 car runs an identical V6 turbo hybrid engine, the game manages to recreate the different tones each car makes, and you get the true sense of speed when you run over a rumble strip at the edge of the track, and you can not only hear the noise, but feel it through the vibration of the controller as well. It's a very, very good feeling, especially when you're in cockpit view. It's pretty much the closest you're ever going to get to driving an F1 car. So while we're talking about sound, I'm just going to play you a quick clip of the Ferrari going full chat down the Azerbaijan long straight. Now hopefully by hearing that you can tell what I mean by the amount of effort and time they've put into recreating the sounds of an F1 car at full chat. Absolutely incredible effort. This attention to detail leads me into how the car's handled in career mode. When you're driving a damaged car, as each part will wear out, you will find that you can sometimes lose a gear when the gearbox starts to fail, or completely lose the ability to use a rich engine mode setting for a Q3 run, meaning you have to set the best possible lap with a car not running at 100%. This also gives the game a true simulation feel for those who want the most authentic experience possible. And online has not been forgotten about, with the normal ranked and unranked lobbies. For those who wish to just play a random race against random opponents, you've got every option you could wish for on this one. And for those of you returning to the F1 series on PlayStation or Xbox, you'll be very pleased to know that leagues return, so you can compete against your friends in a private lobby to find out who's the best driver. Alongside this, the weekly Grand Prix returns, where like in F1 2019 you can compete in practice and qualifying, then complete a race over a Saturday or Sunday, scoring points to earn in-game rewards that you can display on your driver profile card, giving you a nice bit of bragging rights throughout the community there. Now, as previously mentioned, the biggest new feature of F1 2020, where you literally enter an RPG style role, has been team manager for a fictional 11th team on the grid, and Codemasters have really put some effort into this mode, including to give you a feel for what a real life F1 team has to go through in creation of a new car and making it competitive. This new mode is one that offers you a more immersive experience. Rather than just kind of turning up and driving the car, you control exactly what happens with your team. Now, other new features add more to the game, including split screen racing, which in our opinion at Griffin's Gaming Guides is the best feature for any family who are all fans of F1 and want to fight for a championship as the entire team rather than just one driver, and isn't it nice to have a game that's got couch co-op? Now the Formula 1 cars themselves have not been forgotten about, with an added ERS overtake button that pumps additional stored battery energy into the car for a very short amount of time, giving you an added power boost for a vital overtake on track, which in my experience is absolutely essential for getting some of the harder trophies or achievements done out of the way. Now while we're talking about trophies and achievements, they have a very nice mix of variety from each of the available game modes, and from our F1 knowledge, this should be an easier platinum or 1000 gamer score than F1 2019 was. And that one was a little bit on the naughty side for its trophies and achievements. They've really done some decent work on the F1 2020 list and made it a lot more achievable. I'm not going to say easier because there's still a few in there that can be a bit of a pain. But the trophies or achievements themselves are a lot more achievable than they have been in previous years. And of course, here at Griffin's Gaming Guides, we're going to be putting up trophy and achievement guides for all 50 trophies or achievements that you can earn in F1 2020. You can either check out the YouTube channel for those videos, or you can go straight to the website where we've pretty much got the full guide done. There's a couple at the time of making this review on the 10th of July 2020. We've near enough got the entire guide done. The rest of it should be done over the coming weekend. And you can check that out at www.griffinsgamingguides.com/F1 2020. So to summarise F1 2020, this is the most comprehensive and detailed F1 game that Codemasters has ever made. And they have put some serious effort into making sure that they have covered every different possible aspect of an F1 career, from the feeder F2 series to driving and managing an F1 team. So for me, this game is a solid 8 out of 10. If Codemasters had decided to make the decision, which would have absolutely made this game complete, and put some classic circuits in, just so that way we can drive around in classic cars on classic circuits, it would have easily been a 9 or 10 out of 10. Easily. But where they missed off those classic circuits, I'm going to struggle giving this one over 8 out of 10. But that said, it is absolutely brilliant. There is not a better Formula 1 experience out there. And given everything that's been going on in the world in 2020, this is probably the most complete package that you're going to get for Formula 1 this year. So then guys, I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. If you like the review, please hit the like button. Let me know down in the comment section what you think of F1 2020. Make sure you subscribe to Griffin's Gaming Guides. After you subscribe, please hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future F1 2020 content. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.